doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm clean.
Oh,
So that's good.
yeah. I'm glad from the hot second that I saw you before we have to turn our cameras off because the lag will eat us alive. You had your hair up in the little twist and you looked very post-shower fresh.
It's good. I'm enjoying it because my alternative really was just going to be sitting here swampy for like 2 hours after a run. And I was like, I accepted it and I was like, all right, well, that just is what it is, but I wasn't happy about it.
I'm going to confess something here to you. If I am put in that situation where I don't have time, like if I get sweaty, if I'm out gardening or whatever, and then coming in here to record, if I'm put in that situation where I just cannot get a shower, I think most people would record the episode or do whatever they had to do and then go get a shower. If given one inconvenience, will probably just stay like that all day.
I will often, depending, like it doesn't really bother me too much. I don't like being damp. That's the issue. That's the core problem. Ugh. Like my hair was damp. It's gross.
That's sick. That used to make me really sick. It's sick. That used to make me crazy when I would go to y'all's place and we'd go swimming and then my hair would just be damp for the rest of the time. And then like
the whole trip, yeah.
Yeah. And then my scalp would just be soggy. I don't know how to put it.
Soggy. Dude, I have a question for you.
Tell me your question.
So when I was on my run, I was listening. I listen to podcasts when I run because I don't want to sync up to a tempo. So I'm listening to and I was like, you know what? I want to go back to when times were happier. So I listened to Us today, and
what?
I just like scrolled blindly. I like got to our page and just like did one big finger scroll, and I was like, wherever I land is wherever I land, and it was the Eunice Cole episode. And I have a question for you. Because I don't remember. We reference it, and of course, it's something that we were like, "Oh, we're going to do this all the time moving forward," and then we immediately forget about it. So, do you remember what was so funny to us about who you mistook someone else to be Nick Nolte? Do you remember? Because we referenced it then, how we were like, you were trying to think about someone, and I was like, Nick Nolte, because that had freshly happened. And I don't remember who I was trying to think of or whatever. And you were like, is that Nick Nolte? And it was like the furthest person from Nick Nolte, but I don't remember who it was. And it is driving me crazy.
The guy from Sons of Anarchy, whose name I can't remember.
Oh my God, that was him. It's exactly him. Yes. Oh my God.
I know that because I get them confused all the time. What is his name?
Oh, I know his name. Fuck.
Paul? I'm going to Google it. Yes, Paul. Hold on. Let me look. I'm looking it up.
I know his name. That's bothering me so bad.
Oh, Ron Perlman.
Pearl. That's what I was thinking. I knew there was like a strong something like that. Yeah, Ron Perlman.
Oh. Yeah, no, you mean Pearl.
That's his full paper name is Paul.
It's just Paul. First name, last name, everything. He's like Cher. Oh, man.
All right, good. Glad we figured that out because that was great.
Yes. I wonder how many things we have like that. How many times we've said, oh, from now on, we're going to do this. Haha. And we're never
such fucking losers. Who knows?
Reference it again. We're fucking liars is what we are. Oh, man. I have here two Mad Libs to choose from. You ready?
Yeah, I want you to pick. I want you to be the picker.
Okay. Well, I have, here. We've got What a Wonderful World or Famous Firsts. You know what? We're going to do What a Wonderful World, okay? Because it's cropped up several times. It's ready for its due, okay? Let's do it.
All right.
Give me a noun.
A noun.
Yes.
Schrodinger's cat.
Whoa. All right. Adjective.
Gamey.
Oh, gamey. Now, what technically is gamey? I know it's like a taste thing, but
yeah, it's a taste typically associated with like wild game. It's a very specific taste. Are you familiar with like the gamey taste?
Oh yeah. I usually to me that's what I think of when I think of like lamb.
Yeah, lamb is gamey to me. Venison, some bison can be like all your wild animals just kind of have that like wang to it. And it has to be done really, really well for me because and I grew up having to eat quite a bit of it, and I still struggle with it sometimes depending on the severity.
I love how you made yourself just sound like a feral child.
Yeah, I grew up in the wilderness.
I had to grow up fending for myself. Okay, we need a noun.
Another noun, huh?
Yep. Oh yeah. It's probably not the last.
I wonder if the mic just picked up Hunter's mega sneeze. I just heard the walls.
Jesus.
Pleasure barge.
Pleasure barge. Adjective. Coming out hot with this one.
Yeah, I've had time to grow fresh words into my brain, apparently. What is it? Adjective?
Adjective.
Fucking A.
Actually, that would work perfect here. I'm not sure if that's an adjective.
But... Would it really? Put it. It was meant to be.
I think it kind of would. Person in the room.
You know those 2-pack lighters that you can get, the Bic lighters that are all decorated?
Yeah.
I have one, and it's great, and she's just she's not necessarily skanky, but I'm gonna go for, she kind of is spiritual skanky mermaid.
Oh my God. Spiritual skanky mermaid. What fucking lighter do you have?
It's honestly amazing. She's not really skanky, but she's not clothed much, which I'm never clothed much, and I'm not skanky, but I need the word skanky in here. It's the star. It's like the star tarot card, but it's this mermaid coming out of the water, and she's got this slamming red hair, and she's got the astrology like signs and shit all in her background. She's cool.
Clark and I went through a phase where if you went to Dollar Tree, they were only ever at Dollar Tree to my knowledge, you could find lighters with WWE wrestlers on them. And we got
I'm here for it.
We got into such
You left one at my house.
Probably. We had so many. Fucking John Cena or something.
Was it? I want to say it was Goldberg.
Probably. I mean, they spanned the era of wrestlers. Like it was everybody, and we collected them like baseball cards for a little while. So every once and again, if we need a lighter, we'll grab one, and it's just this. It's like what do they call them? Divas? Is that what they call their girl wrestlers?
I have no clue.
Anyway, give me a noun.
God, a noun.
Yes, ma'am.
Jockstrap.
Jockstrap. Oh, that was my stomach.
Oh.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Damn.
It howled.
I hope the mic picked it up. It did exactly that. Oh.
Cute.
Give me a female celebrity right now, goddammit.
RuPaul.
Mama RuPaul. Let's see. Yeah. Celebrity. Wait, person, we did celebrity female. Give me a color.
I'm just going to say yellow.
Oh. Now, Mace, give me a celebrity male.
Rick Moranis.
Person in the room.
Person in the room. You know, that's tricky. I'm trying to look for anything else I can look for in a room. Shipton.
Shipton. A backpack. Ooh. Now, Macy, give me, you'll never guess, a person in the room. Just the essence of Hunter's sneeze.
The personification of it. I'm going to say, because I'm looking down at the other Mad Libs with the kid riding the unicorn, that reminds me of the person in room, I'm going to say merkin wearing centaur.
Yes. A place.
Inside of your own butthole.
Inside of your own butthole. Jesus, give me a celebrity male.
Conway Twitty.
A place.
Your mom's house.
Let's end on a high note. Who's a noun? Give me a noun.
I just want to throw him in there. I'm going to throw Sasquatch in there. He's my noun.
You're my little baby, Sass.
La la la.
The Strawberry River. Listen to me. I'm going to go ahead and apologize up front because we're dealing with a lot of like old Greek and shit, and I'm not going to pronounce it correctly. I'm going to pronounce it the way that's been correct in my own head. But there's a lot of words here that everyone will probably know, and I will sound like a big dum-dum. So just give me a break. Here's What a Wonderful World. These are considered the 7 wonders of the ancient Schrodinger's cat. Oh. Number 1, the Giza is a site in Egypt where you can see the great pyramids of the gamey Sphinx.
Oh, wild.
I mean, I think it works. The Hanging Gardens were the ancient pleasure barge of Babylon and were built as a gift and was built as a gift from Nebuchadnezzar II to his fucking A wife, the spiritual skanky mermaid.
Well, honestly, though.
The Temple of Artemis was a Greek jockstrap dedicated to the goddess RuPaul.
Hey.
The statue of Zeus was a 43-foot ivory and yellow statue of Rick Moranis. The mausoleum. I know. The mausoleum. Oh, the mausoleum at Halicarnassus.
I'm just laughing at how you said. You still didn't say mausoleum.
Did I say mausoleum? Oh no! Mausoleum.
I remember, but it wasn't.
Did I get my own?
Yeah, mausoleum. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
The mausoleum at Halicarnassus was a tomb built by Shipton and that merkin-wearing centaur, hailing from inside of your own butthole.
Honestly.
The Colossus.
Great. Pause. Wait a minute. Everybody has him with them at all times. Of course.
All right. The Colossus, let's see, was a statue of Greek god Conway Twitty, built to commemorate the victory over your mom's house. The Lighthouse of Alexandria was at one time the tallest Sasquatch on Earth. And that's the 7 wonders of the world, man.
Glad.
My absolute favorite is the statue of the Greek god Conway Twitty, built to commemorate the victory over your mom's house. Macy, shut up.
No, we never actually told each other what we're talking about today.
I know, and we can't quite yet, because we cannot go any further. We've got a dedication. We have someone out there in the world that we need to dedicate this whole ass episode to. It's theirs. I mean, in thought, not like legally or anything. Don't come for us. Today's episode is dedicated to our Patreon, Lauren D.
Lauren, that just makes me want to do the Lauren C song, but I cannot.
I for some reason I almost always go back to Bright Eyes. Lauren D. Lauren D. Lauren D. Lauren D.
I just want to hear one name that I can't put to Lauren D. I would give anything if I could hear a name that doesn't make my head do that, but I've yet to.
How's this? How's a Conway Twitty styled rendition of It's Been?
It's been.
Perfect. Beautiful. What are we talking about?
Listen, I'm talking to you today about Carnelian.
Oh, I'm so happy. Carnelian? Is that a flower?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
good.
a stone.
I thought it was a flower.
You didn't even let me finish. You just said, is that a flower? Okay, good.
I'm talking to you today about also a stone, chamomile.
Wonderful. Yeah, totally heard of it.
The chamomile stone.
How have we not talked about chamomile?
Yeah, I know. That was another one that I had to like go back through the episode history and make sure we haven't done before, but we have not.
I have to do that every time now, dude. The last episode, I was doing my notes and I got a few sentences into the crown chakra. And have I done this? Yeah. And then I had to like search and scrap that whole topic that I was planning on doing all week because I'd already talked about it and forgotten.
It's strange because a lot of the times when we start doing the research on these, there's a lot of shared attributes that it has with other things. Like we joke about a lot of the herbs we talk about being from the mint family. So it's things like that when you get to that part where in your research where it's like, oh, this is a part of the mint family, where you immediately just kind of go, oh, fuck, have I talked about this before? I mean, and, not to downplay it, we've done over 100 episodes at this point. So there's a lot there.
You forget shit.
Yeah. All right, Mama, you go first this time.
Listen, I'm kind of keeping on with the orange thing.
Orange.
Carnelian is orange. So it's also spelled and kind of originally called, get to that later, Cornelian, which I really like. Considered to be a semi-precious gem and is it chalcedony? I don't know. Listen, variety. It's in the calcium. I think it's chalcedony. I think I remember Kim phonetically writing out, and if she didn't, I'm going to feel like an idiot, like a cryptocrystalline form of silica. And from what I could see, it's also in the quartz family. Huh. So carnelian is like orangey and kind of reddish and can be brownish too. It could be like pale orange or like a deep red or even like a dark blackish brown I saw in some parts of the world. So there's some variation in the color. Like if you think of carnelian, you think of like this really, it almost looks like an orange, like hard candy. Like it's just very rich in its orangish red color. And the colors can vary a bit depending on multiple factors, but one of those, of course, is location. And it's commonly found in Brazil, Germany, Siberia, and India. There's just some of the more common locations. So people have been digging carnelian for a really long time. People have used it in like ornamental fashion or as in an ornamental fashion since the Neolithic period. So there's some like variation on the dates of this period. I found like 3 different websites and they all said 3 different things on how long the Neolithic period lasted. And so I just kind of picked the one I saw the most. So the Neolithic period began about 12,000 years ago and ended at about 3,500 BC. So in the like that far back in the early parts, it was like some of the first uses was in beads and things like that. It would be carved, set pendants, rings, brooches. And one of the cooler things I saw was signet rings. So basically, or any sort of wax seal. It can be carved as your like crest or your signet. Is it signet?
I think so. That's what I've been saying, but I'm not a good authority for proper pronunciation.
What I say in my head when I read it.
Yep.
So like a signet ring or like a stamp. So apparently when it's hot, wax just doesn't really stick to carnelian. So it would be carved as like your sealing instrument.
Oh, that's neat. I wonder if it's because it's part of the quartz family and those are always like cooler to the touch. Maybe it just like cools it quicker or something. I don't know.
It is kind of waxy, like, like kind of that glossy kind of, I don't know. So the term cornelian, kind of the original term or like the older term carnelian kind of evolved out of it, is from the Latin word cornum or a cornel cherry, which has kind of a similar translucent-y kind of colored fruit. So it was named from that. So some quick properties on it. It is a 6 to 7 on the Mohs hardness scale. So it's not quite as like fracturey and crumbly, like some of your other ones like selenite or, like any of those. Like it's carvable. It doesn't fracture and break so easily, or like fluoride would or something like that. So its luster is greasy, waxy, or like kind of like that sheen. I love the term greasy so much for those.
Gross.
And its crystalline structure, crystal system is triangular. the metaphysical properties are not like super surprising. Like, I mean, because of the coloring, it's just like, it's a very happy color. So carnelian is a big player for motivation, for one, hugely like motivational stone, as well as for creativity and positivity. So it also has, ties to a lot of your very important chakras in that regard. So, your root, your sacral, and a little bit your solar, in this regard, at least, they can be worked on by this stone. Oh, really, your solar too. Honestly, I feel like you can use stones for anything if you feel like you need to, but it does have kind of that confidence and positivity thing goes into it. The sacral chakra in particular is where it really shines. It's that orange stone. That's a huge center for your creativity. A lot of your creativity comes from your sacral chakra zone. So that's kind of where this big creative energy comes from, and being able to work with you and whatnot. And they work together, your sacral chakra and carnelian in that regard. It's overall just optimistic. And this really helps with those creative endeavors. It's always easier to start something if you aren't just assuming from the get-go you're going to fail. That can just kind of raise the positive feelings towards your output. Like, even, because if you're kind of negative, if you do something great, you might look at it and be like, "This fucking garbage," and it ruins your progress. So projects, things like that, ideas, hopefully in working with the energy of it, you might be a little less want to shit on what you're doing or your ideas or your plans or anything like that. So if you feel kind of like stuck or stagnant, it's kind of a good one to go with. It has like mad life coach energy to me. Like, that's what it really comes across as to me. And it can kind of get you moving forward again in times when you feel like you're kind of stagnant or like stuck. So I have some like past uses for carnelian that I thought kind of demonstrated the like importance of it, for one, but also like the users and the type of people that they were and the uses, and just to kind of clarify and explain this stone. So it was worn by warriors around the neck to inspire courage before battle. It was worn by master architects in ancient Egypt to convey their rank. So to be like that they were these special, smart architects. Yeah. Alchemists in medieval times would use it as a boiling stone to activate other chalcedonies. I don't know what a boiling stone is. I'm going to be completely real with you. I like even kind of have like a little note by that to be like, look that up. And I just ran out of time. It's also known as the singer's stone, as it is very well known for being able to work with the voice by clarifying it and strengthening it. This also makes it useful to keep on you if you have perhaps like a profession that involves a lot of speaking. Maybe you're a salesman or a professor, or maybe you just have like a big presentation coming up, or you have a point you want to convey, or maybe you're not good at speaking publicly and it's something that you want to work on. It kind of has that courageous, you're not going to fail energy, that goes with that. So it has long been used to offer protection for travelers when they're on the move. And it's a protective thing to have in your home as well. I saw, it can protect against things like theft or like weird home accidents, things like that. It's good for that, apparently, to keep in your house. And that was all from crystalvaults.com.
Home accidents is like accidentally tripping and falling on a knife.
Yeah, that was my thing. Okay. Like, maybe you'll be a bit more like precise and like fluid and like in your movements or something. I have no clue, but I just want some big chunks of it just around.
Safety.
Being tied to the sacral and root chakras, it makes it a good choice for strengthening, or if you're trying to wake up or you just want to work with your intuition. Those are your kind of very intuitive chakras. And, and it really works with those. So kind of if you're wanting to, perhaps you've stuffed your intuition down, for whatever reason, or you feel like you've never fully opened it up, things like that, you've stopped listening to it. or you don't know how yet, like it's kind of good for that. You can kind of bust it out and, think on the energy of the stone again, like don't assume failure, things like that. And I think, that makes sense to me, especially from the root aspect too. Like I feel like you get the two together, but there's just so much that comes from opening up that root chakra.
Says the person with the most open root chakra.
Yeah, all about the root. So it's a stone of bravery and also self-belief, which can be super powerful, especially if it's something that you struggle with. If you struggle with trusting yourself or the abilities that you have, working on that can really change your life, like drastically, to where you don't question yourself so often and things like that. It just makes an overall difference. And so it is a safe stone for water. So for a time, you don't need to just like leave it there to become the water. But like if you want to make like some storm water, some like intentional moon water or something like, or you want to cleanse some people like to cleanse their crystals in water. You could do so, but don't do salt water because apparently that will like fucking break it.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's carnelian.
Don't let it become the water. Jesus. Probably good advice all around. Although, how pretty would that look? Just like liquid carnelian? Come on.
That'd be pretty. That'd be pretty as hell.
It'd be boss.
Oh, it'd be baller.
You know what else is baller?
Oh, what?
Keeping that mental health in check. It's always important to recognize if something is interfering with your happiness.
Whoa.
Big talk.
Big, heavy talk. But you know what? You need to have those. You need to have those heavy talks now and again.
And when you do, don't you want to do that with a licensed professional therapist?
I mean, ideally. I think that's for the best, honestly.
Not like just the cashier at the 7-Eleven. You're just like spilling out all your problems. No.
And I'll do you one better. It's even nicer when you can have these conversations. If you're just feeling like you need to get it out, you can do it in a safe, convenient environment that can actually be your own bed if you want it to be.
Oh, yeah.
And you never have to ever get out of bed, like put clothes on, go somewhere, sit in a terrible, terrible waiting room. No more.
That's right. When you go to Betterhelp, you can talk to your therapist. You can chat, have a phone conversation. You can shoot messages, email style, back and forth. It's really up to you. And you can start doing that in under 24 hours.
And here's the thing. If you don't jive with your first counselor that you get, that's fine.
It's possible.
That's no big deal.
Yeah.
This is no big deal. All you do, you change to a different one. It's not a big deal. And you can get right back to chatting and just kind of getting to know your counselor. And you pick one that feels right and you know when it's right.
Since this is a worldwide service and the amount of people needing to talk to therapists is through the roof right now, if you're worried about there not being enough counselors to go around, don't be. BetterHelp has gone through the trouble of seeking out tons of therapists, adding them to their roster to help you guys in need.
And so, you know what, Charlie, let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of the things that you can talk about with your professional counselor. You can talk about depression.
Nothing more. Oh, stress.
Anxiety.
Relationships.
Sleeping.
Trauma.
LGBT plus matters. Self-esteem. And
more. Everything that you share is completely private. It's confidential. If you don't want to take our word for it, because after all, we're amateurs, you can check out the testimonials posted daily on their site.
And that website is Betterhelp, HELP.com. And let me tell you something, Charlie. You're a listener. If you're a listener of WBAH, if you are a Wabine, you can go to betterhelp.com/witch for 10% off your first month.
Are you telling me I can be one of the over 800,000 people taking the mental health by the horns if I just go to betterhelp.com/witch and I get 10% off my first month?
10% off, dude. Jump on it.
You're a liar.
Just one last time, that's betterhelp.com/witch to get 10% off your first month today.
Now comes the time where I talk about chamomile.
Mm.
Do you say chamomile or chamomile? Are you fancy
I say
or not?
no, chamomile.
Chamomile. Also known by the official name, Matricaria camomilia, or also known as Matricaria ricutia. Those are both what we call German chamomile, or water of youth, or Roman chamomile, which is also known as, or its official name is Chamomilium nobile.
Oh, I like that one.
I know, that one sounds fancier. And of course, you know, these are from the Asteraceae family. We got another one of those.
Oh, Asteraceae.
And the name means ground apple. Not ground like ground up. It's like an apple you found on the ground.
Cute.
The planetary association is the sun, and everything that comes with chamomile is very sun-based, like confidence and radiance and stuff like that. Again, we've picked topics that seemingly go hand in hand. Like you could easily brew up some chamomile tea and have your carnelian stone. The element associated with chamomile is water, and the deities used to work with chamomile are Helios, Apollo, and many, if not just straight up all, of the Egyptian gods.
Oh, hey.
Hey, chamomile is a caffeine-free flower and herb. It's actually, interestingly, categorized as both a flower and an herb, found all over the world. Used to make teas, soaks, skincare, beer, and essential oils.
Oh.
The taste can be bitter depending on what part of the plant is used. You know, how old is it, how much you used. It can be a little bitter. But all in all, most people do enjoy it's not a horrific, it's not a bad tasting herb. A lot of the times we have bad tasting herbs, if I'm being honest. But a lot of people, a lot of people do actually enjoy drinking chamomile tea for the taste alone, if not for the medical/metaphysical uses.
I drink the shit out of some chamomile tea.
I love chamomile tea. I love chamomile tea, and I think it's peppermint. I forget who does it, but there's some like store brand tea that's chamomile and peppermint. It's so nice. Contraindications: do not take with NSAIDs, aspirin, ibuprofen. Don't take with blood thinners, or if you have bleeding disorders. Don't take if you have hay fever, as you are likely to react to chamomile as well. If you are pregnant or nursing, consult your doctor. Actually, everyone do that before taking anything for any kind of medical purpose. You just call them up. Just be like, yo, can I have some chamomile tea? And they'll probably be like, yeah, you're fine. The history of chamomile is pretty broad, and it hasn't changed much. So all over the world, they've used it for many of the purposes we use it for today. But also, in beer was one of the most surprising ways that I saw it to be used. It's still done today. Actually, hundreds of the most popular commercial beer brands are brewed with chamomile. And
interesting.
I know, like it's still done. And it does so to bring that bitterness. But in ancient times, they did it for the taste, but also to bring those medicinal purposes. Because a lot of times through history, beer and wine have been consumed because the water was no good. They had to do something to it first. So a lot of times, you know, you'd have special beers and brews that also had, it also worked as medicine. The Greeks and the Romans used it topically to clean and to speed the healing of small wounds. Another way it is still used today. A lot of people, if you have like chamomile tea and you get a little cut, you know, just throw the chamomile tea bag, like get it wet and just use it topically. It actually helps to disinfect it because it's got those cleansing properties. And it's been shown to clean. Don't it spin me. I got it. I get the point for that one. Shut the fuck up. I hate you.
Sure.
In ancient Egypt, it was used in, shocking news here, the mummification process, also in medicine. Chamomile's most popular use is as a sleep aid, as well as general anxiety. However, there is research behind that. Research is currently being done. It's still in process as to the anti-anxiety properties of the plant, which is interesting because a lot of the times these things say studies were done on it, or they looked into it, in the 70s because it had these properties, but like still to this day, they're using it for medicinal purposes. It's also good. It has anti-inflammatory properties to it. So it's helpful with inflammations in your body, particularly your mouth, your eyes, and your GI tract. Topically,
interesting about mouth.
Yeah, well, I think it's because when you drink it, it's in contact with that whole like sinus area, which would also kind of explain the eyes a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What's interesting there is it's when you consume it, it's helpful for eyes, like itchy eyes. Now, if you do have allergies, make sure that chamomile isn't something that sets you off. Again, if you have hay fever, chamomile is likely to set you off. But if you have really bad allergies and chamomile doesn't bother you, give it a try because it'll help that itchy, teary inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
It can also topically reduce inflammation or swelling as well. Sinus infections, upset stomachs, burns, allergies, rashes, they will be affected by chamomile is what I'm trying to say. Those are all forms of they all at least have inflammatory, like it comes along with inflammation. Wonderful for IBS and the indigestion as well as the pain that can come with it. When you drink it or take it internally, the antibacterial properties help fight gingivitis and bacteria in the mouth, keeping your gums healthy, and even for small cuts or canker sores that you may have going on. Packed with antioxidants, so it helps fight free radicals, helping to fight off any premature aging in the cells. I'm making no claims, but look, if you wanted to like make a face oil with some chamomile in it, because of its ability to calm inflammation, it works wonders with headaches and menstrual cramps as well. It can also help to maintain glucose levels. So talk to your doctor, but it can be helpful for management of type 2 diabetes. Don't try to do that on your own. Talk to your doctor. And also has shown, research has shown that chamomile holds properties that are antispasmodic, anti-mutagenic, and cholesterol lowering. Anti-mutagenic, that's the first one we've had.
Yeah, mutagenic.
Anti-mutagenic. Within magic, you can also use these sedative properties that it holds to work with dreams or sleep. It brings on prophetic dreams, as well as keeping away nightmares. Oh. Also, it's good for bringing in the power of the sun. It skyrockets your self-esteem, aligns your solar plexus, keeps darkness away, and just like puts you in your power and makes you shine. Even the flower itself, dude, looks like a little happy sun. The little yellow mound it's got on it, which was surprising to me why they didn't name it something like ground sun or something. I don't know why it's ground apple, but whatever. The other properties it holds is drawing money, drawing love, boosting the life, like the life essence of the plants that neighbor it. So if you have
that's nice.
Know, dude, if you have any little sad plants, if you put some chamomile next to it or plant even a chamomile plant next to it, it kind of helps it dude, it's just a little sun. It's like adding extra sun energy to it. It also it kind of does the same thing and also allows like a restful sleep to the dead if you leave it on their graves or if you give it as an offering. Now, the most popular way to use chamomile is, of course, in a tea. And to do that, you would take about 1 to 2 tablespoons of the fresh flowers, or you could do dried flowers as well. I think if you do dried, you want to do a little bit less because it can be stronger. Just pour the boiling water over the top of it, steep for 8 to 10 minutes, and then you can add anything you want to it. Honey, milk. When I do chamomile tea, I'm a big fan of honey and milk. But some people, like sugar, just like anything you can do. There's absolutely no wrong way to do it. Sometimes teas get a little tricky. Like if you add honey, it's going to make it weird. Or I used to be really bad about adding lemon and milk to tea. And it would not doing it properly, and it would just curdle, and it's fucking gross. So you can do whatever you want. You can use the essential oil or the dried herbs to dress your candles, to bring in any of the properties that chamomile holds. Sweep your house with it or add it to a wash, and it just brings in that bright energy, that good, sunny, happy summer day energy. And it's good for those who are, I think, starting to, for people really, really clinging on to summer right now, wanting that kind of energy to last a little bit longer. This will be good for you to kind of invite that in and warm the place up a little bit and just make it a nice little happy place. Also good, I read after sickness, if somebody has been sick in your home, to kind of wash up with this, not in any kind of antibacterial way, like actually cleaning, but it gets out that kind of stagnation that always comes with a sick room, and it brightens it up. And it just makes me think of, when they put the sick patients in the sunroom, for like tuberculosis or something. And it was like white flowy curtains and very sunny. Of course that didn't work, but that's what it makes me think of. Also, when I say sweep your house with it, what I mean by that, a floor sweep is sort of like it's sort of like a floor wash, but for carpet, I guess. You just sprinkle out the little dry pieces, and you either sweep it up. Maybe you could vacuum it up as well, or you can put it in the four corners of the room in a little bowl or something. Don't let your cat suck on it. Make a dream pillow or leave some under the bed if you do wish to bring those prophetic dreams, if you wish to do any kind of dream work. I didn't see anything that said it would help to sometimes people like to work with projection and different realms and things when they sleep. I don't know if this is quite like powerful enough for that. But hey, if you're adding it to your own custom blend, it couldn't hurt, because it does keep darkness and nightmares away, which I think is probably pivotal for that kind of work. Seems like you want to have something there standing on guard to keep the darkness away, because if you're going to be lucid when you're dreaming, you don't want that shit to turn sour. So no, not at all. You want to bring your own little pocket size, little handful of sunshine to kind of keep that darkness away. Also, dude, you can make a hand wash out of this. If for gamblers, this is one of those that you can, guaranteed win the lottery. It's a WBH promise. You basically just let the tea that you made out of chamomile cool. Don't do it with hot tea. It'll burn your skin off. And then you just literally wash your hands in it. And that is, it brings you luck in games of chance, or really anything that you use your hands for. It's said to enhance and bring and draw, and it'll just kind of boost anything that you're doing. Lastly, you can burn it on a charcoal disc, or even add it to like any of your bundles that you want to burn. You can anoint things in the oil of it, and of course add it to a bath. Yeah. Especially if you are wanting to attract love. It's great to add into the other love drawing herbs, or the little hornies, if you will. This is in itself is not a little horny, but it
little horny amplifier.
It's like a little, And to close, I've got a lyric here from the song Chamomile by Sleepy Folk, and then they say, "But my first aid kit's full of tea, 'cause a friend of mine once told me, put chamomile on anything. Your nose, your eyes, your thighs, your size, your pain. I don't know if it's the truth, but it sure cures the bane in my life."
Wow.
Nice.
All I've thought about this whole time is how Chad is allergic to it in Tucker and Dale.
Oh my God. I forgot about that. I'm obsessed with that actor. I don't know what his name is, but I think he's so good at what he does. The guy who plays the hillbilly, or the posh boy, the jock.
He does it so, and his comedic timing is so excellent. Like with that inhaler,
he's so intense, and then he brings that arm up and takes a little puff. He's just so good at what he does. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get him to call me right now is what I'm doing.
Maybe he will.
Dude, do you ever have the fantasy of, not even necessarily with the podcast, I would do this a lot when I was a teenager. Maybe I'd have my headphones in and I'd be singing in my car or something. And I'd have the fantasy that, I don't know, Celine Dion would drive up next to me and hear me and be like, wow, I've got to have that voice. Do you ever have that fantasy?
Oh, sure. I've had multiple dreams, like dreams that I can't control, that Jack White and I have had musical collaboration.
I love that.
Yeah, he's the only celebrity I feel like I dream about, and he's cool as fuck, and we always just do music together, but it's always him.
I'd always have the one, I did a lot of theater, and I sort of did a lot of theater in high school. I did a lot of practicing for theater, but then I could never actually be in the productions because I was truant all the time. But I had the one where, basically Waiting for Guffman is my fantasy. They'd come and they'd be scouting the next actress, and it would be me. I'm just glad that you have had that too, because that makes me feel less of a narcissist.
We have a customer at work, and we have an address on file that's in Blaine, and it makes me
Nothing ever happens in Blaine.
It's all I can hear in my head every time.
Stools. Working. And something. Never stopping, always working.
Never stopping, never breaking. Something. Yeah. I don't remember. A penny for your thoughts. Let's call it
a deal. Everybody dance.
Oh, that's the one.
Yep.
That's the one. Everybody go watch Waiting for Guffman.
Please do. Please do. Everyone. And then report back to us what you think about it. And if you don't like it, leave.
If you don't like dry shit, you won't probably like it.
Yeah. Which reminds me, I went with mom and dad to see A Mighty Wind when it first came out in the theater.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it was just about to leave the theater because it was just me, mom, and dad, and there was one other dude in the whole theater, which love it when that happens. But the dude just left halfway through. And I think that was the first time that I was like, not everybody digs this.
No, I've had friends growing up that I would show those to, and you could tell a lot of the times they just did not land.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of funny. And I mean, when you think about it, I get that, because there'll be just, I don't know, a hand motion in that movie that I would laugh about for 20 minutes.
Oh, for days. Yeah, absolutely.
And then somebody would be like, okay, I don't understand why that's funny, but sure.
I think it's just because those films and Christopher Guest and that cast, it's almost like they wrote those films or ad-libbed them for our humor specifically. I feel sometimes like they're made for us. They're perfect.
Which is also comforting in a lot of ways, because it's like, hey, look, there's other people as weird and absurdist, I think, as I like to be.
Every now and again, I'll be on Reddit and I'll find and it will be on an accident. I'll be in a completely unrelated thread, and somehow there's this whole 40 to 100 comment chain that starts in it, in the deep parts of it, of people just talking about Christopher Guest films.
Really?
And you'll find a small club of people where you're like, oh, you're like me.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
That is definitely one of those things that
they're culty.
It makes you instant friends with somebody, because, you can meet 100 people who are like, I like apples. So do I. And that's nothing. But the second somebody's like, you know what the funniest part in fucking Best in Show is?
It's like, whoa, what did you just say to me?
Did somebody put something down there so I would trip?
That handler looks familiar to me.
What's he say? Baby, I'm growing just looking at you. Bulge? See, and this is what I'm talking about. We could probably do this for the next 2 hours.
Until we blacked out, yeah.
Literally, we forgot to drink water and just pass out. But, listen, I don't think that we will have a problem with that, because there's a very high water content in this review footage that I'm about to give you.
Wow.
This one's from, it's Morgan's Witch. And it's titled, So Much Fun. They say, great banter, very funny. Thank you. Morgan's
Wonderful.
Witch. Morgan's Witch. Oh, man, that flows off the tongue. Morgan's Witch.
Morgan's Witch.
Big news, everyone. Hot news.
Horn, 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 horn.
Bow, 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 bow. Finally getting the recognition that we deserve. That can't go in.
I think it should. It says about everything about how we think about us. We can't even say that with a straight face.
I know. No, but we are actually extremely honored to make this announcement. Mace, take it away.
I can't even hardly say this and believe it, but
I know.
have been nominated largely because of you guys. We're nominated for some Witchies, man, and I feel so blessed.
Hashtag blessed. But for real, though, because, dude, okay, if you are a Patreon and you came to our last Patreon live that we did, you would actually see on our faces how much we don't understand the mistake that happened that led to us getting nominated for something.
Yeah, it's honestly like the praise is so great that it makes us uncomfortable.
Yeah. We are pleased as shit.
Let me tell y'all what you can do about that. How you could vote if you so choose to vote for us. I understand if you don't. We are nominated for Outstanding Podcast of the Year.
But that's not it. We got a second nomination. Can you believe it?
I don't believe it.
For Exceptional Podcast Episode of the Year for our episode number 70, Reflections on the Haunted Magnolia.
I'm surprised by it, but I'm not complaining.
And if you haven't heard that one, check it out, dude. We got haunted big time. But we're nominated twice for a thing. And when we two things. And when we started this on the floor, sharing a $50 mic, I would have punched you in the mouth if you told me that we would be nominated for the Witchies.
No fucking way. And so this is put on by witchessabbat.com or www.witchessabbat.com and presented by modernwitch.com. We're going to have this voting stuff up in the Coven and probably our socials too. We might be that, I don't know, noisy about it. We're excited.
We're very excited. So if we flood you guys with this, hey, look, I can't say I'm sorry and mean it because I'm very excited.
Please don't say you're sorry.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, please don't vote for us. If you want to get your hands on some WBAH merch, we tease it all the time. It'll be there soon. You can hit us up on our Teespring.
I saw that people are wanting, so like there's some want for like a Punch Me beanie for sure.
I want to put the Punch Me beanie up there just so I can buy it for myself.
Yeah.
Anybody else who wants it, that's cool too. And then we also have our Blessed Bean merch as well as your classic OGW bitch hour, WBAH hour. Who are we? And if you would like to advertise with a nominated podcast, I'm never going to drop that. We're allowed to say it now. I think officially. You can hit us up on our. Even if we lose, we'll do that thing that actors do where they were like, nominated actor Tony Shalhoub, but they don't mention that he didn't win. Advertise.com/The Witch Bitch Amateur Hour. Mace.
What?
Tell them where to email us.
You can send us an email at wbahpodcast@gmail.com.
We have an Instagym at Witch Bitch Amateur Hour. I meant an Instagram, but Jim, he's there too. I get so used to saying that I forget that people who are new have no idea what that means. Twitter at
Bitch Hour.
Whoa. A lot of emphasis on bitch there. Come dine with us. Have a snack with us over on Facebook at Witch Amateur Hour. And for our Patreon, for what do? We do shout outs. Okay, we do shout outs for the episodes over there. We do like blogs and vlogs. We do freaking once a month live streams. Bonus episodes. That's the thing that I was struggling to remember. Hit us up on patreon.com/wbahpodcast. Macy, I think you should wrap this episode up by hitting us off with the most classic P.O. Box 865 that we've a la Jermaine Clement.
P.O. Box 865.
Yeah. Canton, Texas 75103. All right.
It's the song that Saucebox deserves.
Sure.
Nowadays,
sure. We'll see. She keeps it up. See you next week.
All right, well, I have to piss.
Whoa, goodbye. Whoa. Okay, love you too. Have a great week. Goodbye.